Mirta Baravalle considered herself a Roman Catholic until her pregnant daughter disappeared in 1976. Baravalle says she went to about a dozen churches in Argentina looking for help. Some said it was too dangerous. At others, she says, she was simply told to leave.
After going to the police, I went to a church where I found other women whose children went missing. I wanted to help find my daughter and see where my grandchild was. They told us not to come back.
The church's hierarchy largely sided with the military. Some of its members were put on trial for being involved in psychological torture and the interrogation of prisoners in clandestine detention centers. They also blessed the so-called death flights, in which prisoners were thrown in the ocean alive. The role of the church at the time is a hot topic here. Cardinal Jorge Bergoglio, now Pope Francis, came under scrutiny last week about whether he did enough at the time to protect people.
Bergoglio was only a witness. He was never accused of anything. What some groups say is that he was not a human rights activist, but only 2 out of 92 bishops fought for human rights at the time.
Last year, the bishops in Argentina apologized for failing to support the church followers during the dictatorship in the 1970s and 80s. In that statement, they condemned the crimes committed as a result of state terrorism, but they also criticized guerrillas who fought against the dictatorship for the death and violence they caused. People like Horacio Berbisky say the church needs to do much more. He insists they have information that they're refusing to make public.
I found the archives, but I saw the archives in a clandestine way. But for instance, there is a document on a meeting between former dictator Videla, by then dictator Videla, and the 3 members of the highest hierarchy of the church in that time, in which they discussed how to handle the question of the disappeared people.
Today, Mirta Baravalle says she would welcome any new information that helps her find the daughter and grandchild she lost. But as far as the church goes, she says she stopped believing in that a long time ago. Teresa, Al Jazeera, Buenos Aires.